Yogendra Yadav, the point Vinod Bansal is making is that a yatra was to be carried out. The VHP Bajrang Dal gave adequate notice of this yatra. When the yatra was wending its way through Nu, cars were set ablaze, stone pelting took place, people in the yatra were targeted, and the minority community, which is the majority as is being pointed out, Mr. Bansal, in some parts of Haryana, was responsible for it. Do you accept that that needs a further inquiry, that it cannot be seen as one-sided violence?
It is absolutely one-sided violence, sir.
I have spent the day today in Nuhu and Barkali, the other place where some violence took place. I have spoken to the people whose shops were burnt. I have spoken to many people in that area. I also went and met the SP and the DC of Mewat. So I speak with some knowledge on this issue. First thing first, there's absolutely no doubt that stone pelting did take place, that home guards, 2 home guards were killed, and that nothing can absolve it. People responsible for that must be identified, must be punished. I also happen to agree with Bansalji on another thing, that Muslims are the majority community in Mewat. And therefore, if one thinks of a moral responsibility, which is an important thing apart from legal responsibility and the state's responsibility, the moral responsibility in Mewat is that of the majority Muslim community to assure Hindus that they are welcome, that they would be safe. And that's actually something that I said today when I went there. I met many delegations and everyone agreed with me that yes, it is our moral responsibility and that Muslims will guard the temples and will give a sense of assurance to Hindus. Now coming specifically to the question of the videos. Rajdeep, number one, Mr. Bansal says these videos were old. The important thing, Mr. Bansal, is that on 25th, 26th, 27th of July, this particular video was being circulated. The important thing, Mr. Bansal, is that on 27th, there was a peace committee meeting in Nu presided by the ASP responsible. And in that meeting, this video was shown. And she said, yes, it is very serious. Yes, we will take action. By then, not only this video, a counter video has also come from the side of some Muslim groups saying we will stop him from, we will respond to him. If all this was so fake, why did Haryana government not come out with a simple thing saying this is a fake video? Number two, would you deny, Mr. Bansal, that on the morning of 1st of August, that is to say yesterday morning, 31st, yesterday morning, before all the violence took place, 2 hours before that, Mr. Bittu Bajrangi gives a video which is even more inflammatory, which cannot possibly be old because he's saying we have started the yatra, ab hum yahan aayenge, hum chup ke nahi aate hain, hum tumhe bata ke aate hain. And he says things about women, which I cannot reproduce here on your channel. This is so inflammatory video. Who made that? Who should take the responsibility? More importantly, Rajdeep, not only were these videos available, not only was it pointed out in the peace committee, and now your investigation says that CID had also reported it. The same yatra 1 year ago had seen a similar incident of communal violence in which a mazar was broken. Fortunately, both the communities settled it. So the government has every reason to know that this is a sensitive yatra. Now, why was such a yatra allowed to take place? Number
this
one.
Is the problem.
Why were so many people?
This is his problem actually.
Number three, why were they allowed to bring in arms? Please listen to me.
Yes,
I heard you.
please go ahead.
Why allowed to bring in arms, which India today has shown in its video, swords, lathis, and then when violence took place, why is it that the administration and police disappeared for 3 to 5 hours? Rajdeep, I must put it on your channel. A magistrate, Mrs. Jain, who works in Nu, she was caught in this violence. The sessions judge requested the police to please rescue a magistrate who's caught in violence. The police failed to rescue a magistrate and my colleagues went and rescued her.
Oh.
In Barkali, where 3 houses were already burnt and more could be burnt. Who rescued it? Finally, not the police, not administration. Finally, The local sarpanch happens to be a Muslim. He gathered Muslims and Hindus from the village Nakina. He took them to Badkali Chowk, 500 people. They stopped violence.
Very
So
interesting
it is
story.
not a case of communities fighting against each other.
Very
This is
expert in
one
story making.
politicized, provocative group versus gundas from the other side.
You know, therefore, before you say these are facts that Yogendra Yadav is putting, you may have a different story, but what is very clear.
Achha,
And-
these are-
no,
these
ek
are the
minute,
correct
no, no,
facts.
ek minute. No, no, yes, one minute, no, you must.
Are you certifying? Are you certifying this fact?
मैं किसी
नहीं,
को-
आप मुझे बताइए, आप
Sir,
इन्होंने बोला these
sir,
are the facts.
sir,
आपने कहा these are the
He's
facts.
giving an instance of what he has heard.
No, no. Are you
He's giving-
certifying this?
I am not
whatever you say?
certifying anything.
Correct.
I am saying Yogendra Yadav is giving us what he has heard on the ground. You are giving us your story. What is very clear
Okay. Now it
in
is
both
clear.
the stories, and I will play those pictures, is the fact sticks and guns were used in a Shobha Yatra. Now I don't know what sticks and guns, 1 minute, sticks and guns are doing and where the police is.